So is Bali open? Can you come? How is it right now? It has been a while since the last time I have been here. And today I want to share with you a bit how I ended up right now here with the backdrop of this insane volcano with a little, let's say, last minute twist of events. So the road, the airport, the flight, all of that today. And meet you right here at the end of this video. But before we get into all of that, a quick word from, well, the Balinese rice fields, first of all, and today's video sponsor, SafetyWing. So SafetyWing is my go-to travel and medical insurance. If you're traveling a lot, if you're maybe working remotely, if you're living remotely, or just, let's say, going on a trip, what you probably should be getting is a travel and medical insurance. They're fairly affordable if you compare what they cover to major competitors. They're very flexible, so you can use them as a long-term travel insurance, or you can also just book them for a couple of weeks. Let's say you do a 1-month trip or a 3-month trip, you can pay as you go. So I would say to stay safe on the road, be it coming to Bali right now or really anywhere else in the world, obviously worldwide coverage. I will make sure to leave all the details in the description. And on that note, let's hop into the road to Bali. Well, good morning to a fairly early morning here in Bangkok right now. So spend a good month in Thailand. Gonna be flying to Bali. So last time in Bali, it has been exactly 1 year ago, and I'm excited. Last time it has been quiet, it has been hard to get in. What is it right now? 3 a.m? 4. Flight is at 6. So we just got out of the plane, 4 hours, Bangkok, Bali. So a bit in a hurry. Some people say right now you have a bit of lines. This is a little bit the entrance. Honestly, I feel like they renovated it.
I think so, because I don't register anything.
Yeah, no, they definitely renovated it. And yeah, actually it's funny, in Bangkok I had to apply for a new passport. It was running out in the next 6 months, so I got a nice and fresh new passport, but they pulled me to the side because I had a visa in an old passport, so that took me a bit longer in Bangkok. But okay guys, so we just got our visa on arrival. It's $35 for 1 month, bit over $1 a day, let's say it like that. What can you get for over $1 a day?
So confused with the zero.
And so we have become millionaires. Made it to the airport. We're gonna be walking out right now. You know, over the years I have learned a little trick here at the Bali airport. So when you come out, especially back in the day, it was pretty much impossible to get a taxi, and you were left with, like, you know, paying like twice the price for which you usually would have to pay. So maybe like $30-40 a couple of years ago. I think first time in Bali I was like 4 years ago. I'm okay, thank you. Welcome, thank you. Alrighty guys, so back there, that's the airport. You can just walk out through the parking lot. That is pretty much, let's say, the trick. So guys, and so just got lunch, and here the grab is 100,000 rupiah. Thank you. After you. Well, welcome back to Bali. Alrighty guys, one thing is for sure, the traffic always has been busy, but this is just insanity. This is like...
Oh my god, this after years.
The infrastructure is not good?
No good.
Alrighty, so made it pretty much in the center of Canggu. So guys, walking through, let's say, the center of Canggu, if you will. So, you know, last time I was here, if you wanted to get like a book or something, or even just go to a place with malls, you had to drive out for like 30 minutes. Now I'm walking around, I see they opened a bookstore, so the IQ level of Canggu is through the roof probably at the meantime. Look at that here. How technology works. The chemistry book. No, for real. Like, do you have this in Canggu? Because in many ways, it's still like. We'll talk about that in a second. Let's check for scooters. Guys, it's already a couple of days later. We're here in Canggu. Last minute plan. For that, we'll have to get the scooter. That's what the cash is for. And we're gonna head out somewhere very far in Bali. Let's see. So here in the center, motorbike, scooters. Let's grab one real quick and let's get out of here. I'll tell you how much it is right now. Much more than last time, but still one of the more affordable places. We know you from last time, man.
You're not happy with your eyebrow?
We know him from last time.
Yeah, as well.
Have bigger bikes. It looks kind of nice. I think it's an Indonesian brand. Might get it, and it's only 15 bucks a day. With most rentals, they will charge you really like a huge premium on like the nicer bikes, and of course a bunch of very simple ones. And we're gonna probably be going with this one, low-key black. And it goes for 1.4, 1.5 mil a month, which is around $100. Thank you. Ooh, sheesh. That's what I call a big size. Not just a little hut, huh?
We also have flowers.
Wow.
In the pool.
Mm-hmm.
Only the prawn, okay?
Yeah.
Well, guys, this, yeah, you could probably say is one of the coolest places that I've ever had the chance to stay. In terms of the uniqueness, it is probably the most unique one. You're seeing it behind me. Let me turn around a little bit. I just walked up to the pool here. I'm looking at it for the first time myself. Seriously, it looks absolutely surreal, guys. What you're seeing right now is like no cuts, no b-roll. This is absolutely unbelievable. I don't know, I guess like 15 meters or something. This is just my guess, maybe 10. Height is incredible, like it's 3 floors. It's called the Magic Hills Bamboo Villas. And back in the day, last year I was talking to them. At that time they only had one. So further in the back, there's another 2 big ones, but they're actually kind of like nicely spread out. Here's a bit of a pool. They filled it with some nice local flowers. And obviously the best part is, I don't know if it's the best part. The best part is probably the house, but the view is what makes it so extremely impressive. You know, I've stayed at a couple of nice and unique concepts, but very often it was like, you know, either a little bit busy or just like next to a area where just you didn't feel like it's super peaceful. Here mostly all you hear is noise, birds, noise from the birds. So I would say let's walk through a little bit and let me give you a tour of the house. So what really surprised me is actually how many floors there is. So I'm gonna show it all to you one by one. Here's a bit of a dining area in the corner, the main area and the sleeping area. Nice bed here with a mosquito net and lots of stores. You can hang out here, be it there, and they got darts in the corner as well if you need to let out your aggressions. I don't know why you would be having any if you're staying here. At least they got you covered. So here's a super interesting concept. So you can walk by very easily, but if you feel a bit adventurous, you can pass through this door. Look at it, first time I'm trying to swing it. It works, oops. But I guess the concept's more like, hey, you can keep it open, can pass through, to the bathroom. As you see, fairly functional over here. And this is the shower corner, which looks absolutely epic. So I would say, of course, it's multiple levels, so let's go up. Little peek, nice little bathroom. But in terms of bathrooms, there will be much more to see on the second floor. So let's go up. You're not seeing the stairs? They are in the corner, and also it looks actually fairly, like, in some ways practical. There's the plugs at every corner, the lights, have some board games, have a refrigerator. But I would say let's walk up here, and definitely make sure to stick around for the third floor, because that was the most unexpected part of all. We're coming in, and it's just so spacious. There's so much space, it's kind of weird. Like, I expected a pretty big house, but this is just absolutely humongous. So here, nice little sitting area, and this even becomes a bit freaky when you just lay out here, or let's say walk. This is already a bit of a high fall, but oh wow, I didn't even realize that, guys. We're exploring together, because what I didn't realize is that downstairs is one main bed. I was like, interesting, the main bed is right there. Looks fair enough. I already made the decision. How do we get in here? I already made the decision. But it looks like there's this nice and protected other sleeping area. I think this will be more it. Like, of course, still with the mosquito net. As I said, speaking of bathrooms, here you got the throne where you can take care of your daily business, as well as take a nice bath. So I can close this down if you would want to. That's the thing, is like in the back there's a couple of smaller houses, but the crazy thing is that when you are coming out here, all you see is just endless nature, maybe a few couple little farmer huts. This is all your daily view here. Wow, seriously. And so, if you thought it's over, it's not over. We are going for another level. Guys, what is going on? Another level. How many people can you host here? But it's not exactly for, let's say, I guess somebody could be sleeping here, but I think a better use of the situation will be actually you can watch a movie. So I'm checking, they kept it running. I think I'll turn it off right now. So basically a projector with a projector wall. In the evenings, I'm sure it's going to be fantastic view here. So yeah, guys, this is unbelievable. So we're on the third floor, really high up. Like, this is the ground there, so you know there's some railings here, but better be a good bit careful. So this is kind of like the living room of the main room. I'm seeing also like full sink and everything, but yeah, you can just lay down here pretty much. This is the bed downstairs. Enjoy a nice movie here, which very likely we're gonna be doing tonight. So this is the Magic Hills Villa. I'll take you around a little bit on the experience. Let's see what else is gonna happen here during the evening. The next morning here at the Magic Hills. We're right now on the second floor, like you have already seen it. Absolutely incredible. Honestly, much better than I thought it would be. Like, I've stayed at a couple of bamboo houses, Airbnbs in Bali. They're always amazing, but usually not very like comfortable. But this one actually, like, sleeping inside of there was actually really comfy. In the morning, got out the bed sheets a little bit, put them down here. Gonna be having breakfast right now. And yeah, even though I only planned this to film a little bit the road to Bali, the Magic Hills, last time, as I mentioned, they only had one house. Now they have 3 houses. I think down there somewhere they're building another one. Absolutely amazing. Such a unique concept. I think there's a couple of them in Bali, but from what I can tell, we drove by another one. Magic Hills is just absolutely incredible. Truly like a once in a lifetime type of stay. But even here I actually could stay for a couple of days. It's fairly comfortable. The movie theater, checked it out yesterday as well. It works, it's nice. And yeah, in terms of coming to Bali, like I would say it's fairly easy. Hopefully they're gonna drop all their requirements. Like, they still want to see it, say, you know, some paperwork or whatever. You can like look it up. Basically very soon they will be all far behind. But in terms of how busy Bali is, it's actually quite insane how busy it is. Canggu is becoming a true kind of like hub, both for, I would say, remote living, digital nomads, if you will, broke backpackers, everything I have been and maybe become on the path. Like right now, it's always kind of cool to come back to Bali, always see a little bit how you enter new chapters of your life. And this time definitely want to experience Bali in a lot of different ways. Can also do a video of the cost of living. Definitely it's higher, still amazing value. And also just generally, I haven't properly gotten an impression of Bali yet. Also gonna go to the busier areas, Seminyak, check out the different beaches, go to Uluwatu. Definitely gonna be staying at some interesting places, and that will be the fresh Bali series, a little bit updated. Last time it was still doing the whole madness of locking people in their homes, but now I think it's gonna be good. So on that note, if you're new here by any chance, I am documenting my life here around the idea of building a life of freedom around the world. This is what Got a World to See stands for. You can join me on Instagram to see where I am. And on that note, you too, got a world to see.